In recent years, a quiet yet significant trend has emerged. Americans are increasingly purchasing land in foreign countries. But is this legal? And what does it mean for the countries involved? While some nations welcome foreign investment, others impose strict regulations or outright bans. This video delves into the complexities of foreign land ownership, examining the legal frameworks, economic implications, and geopolitical considerations that shape this global phenomenon. Stay with us as we explore how these international property deals are influencing local economies and what they mean for the future of global real estate. Country 1. Portugal. In recent years, Portugal has become a magnet for American retirees and remote workers seeking a relaxed lifestyle. The D7 visa, introduced in 2007, offers a pathway for non-EU citizens with a stable passive income, such as pensions, rental income, or dividends, to reside in Portugal. Applicants must demonstrate a monthly income of at least €870 and maintain a Portuguese bank balance of €10,440, with additional amounts required for dependents. While Portugal imposes no restrictions on foreign property ownership, the surge in international buyers has led to rising property prices, particularly in Lisbon and Porto. In response, the government reformed the Golden Visa program in 2023, eliminating real estate as a qualifying investment to address housing affordability concerns. Now, investors can obtain residency by contributing €500,000 to approved Portuguese funds or making cultural donations. Despite these changes, Portugal remains an attractive destination for Americans seeking a European foothold. However, prospective buyers should be aware of the evolving regulatory landscape and consider the potential impact on local communities. As we explore other countries where Americans are purchasing land, it's crucial to understand the legal frameworks and cultural contexts to make informed decisions. Country 2. Spain. In early 2025, American interest in Spanish real estate surged, with purchases by U.S. citizens increasing by 57% in the first quarter alone, totaling 520 homes. This trend is driven by factors such as political unrest in the U.S., lower living costs, and a desire for a more relaxed lifestyle. Despite the end of Spain's Golden Visa program in April 2025, which previously allowed non-EU citizens to gain residency through property investment, alternative visa options like the digital nomad and non-lucrative visas continue to attract American investors. However, the influx of foreign buyers has raised concerns about housing affordability and availability for locals. In response, the Spanish government has proposed measures such as a 100% tax on property purchases by non-EU buyers, and even a potential ban on such transactions. These proposals aim to curb speculative investments and make housing more accessible to Spaniards. While these measures are still under discussion and face political hurdles, they signal a shift towards more restrictive policies on foreign property ownership. For prospective American buyers, this means navigating a changing landscape with potential legal and financial implications. As we explore other countries where Americans are purchasing land, it's crucial to understand the legal frameworks and cultural contexts to make informed decisions. Country 3. Mexico. Dreaming of a beachfront property in Mexico? While the allure is undeniable, the path to ownership for foreigners involves navigating specific legal frameworks. In Mexico's restricted zones, areas within 50 kilometers of the coastline or 100 kilometers of international borders, foreigners cannot directly own land. Instead, they must utilize a fideicomiso, a bank trust that grants them beneficial rights to the property, while the legal title is held by a Mexican bank. Establishing a fideicomiso involves initial setup costs ranging from $700 to $1,200, with annual maintenance fees between $500 and $900. Despite these expenses, the fideicomiso offers foreigners rights akin to direct ownership, including the ability to lease, sell, or bequeath the property. However, it's crucial to conduct thorough due diligence, as purchasing ejido, communal, land or properties with unclear titles can lead to legal complications. While the fideicomiso system provides a legal avenue for property ownership in Mexico's restricted zones, prospective buyers should be aware of the associated costs and legal responsibilities. Engaging with knowledgeable legal counsel and real estate professionals can help ensure a smooth transaction and protect your investment. Country 4. Costa Rica. Thinking of swapping your snow boots for sandals? Costa Rica might just be your paradise. Foreigners enjoy the same property ownership rights as locals, with one notable exception: the Maritime Zone. This coastal strip, extending 200 meters from the high tide line, is divided into a 50-meter public zone and a 150-meter restricted zone. In the restricted zone, foreigners can only lease land through concessions, often requiring a Costa Rican partner or corporation. For inland properties, however, you can own land outright without restrictions. Just ensure a thorough title search and legal due diligence to avoid any surprises. While property ownership doesn't automatically grant residency, Costa Rica offers several pathways. The pensionado visa requires a lifetime monthly pension of at least $1,000, while the rentista visa demands a guaranteed income of $2,500 per month for 2 years, or a $60,000 deposit in a Costa Rican bank. For those investing in real estate, the inversionista visa is available with a minimum investment of $150,000. Each visa offers different benefits and requirements, so it's essential to choose the one that aligns with your lifestyle and financial situation. Costa Rica's allure isn't just its legal friendliness, it's the pura vida lifestyle, a relaxed, nature-centric way of living that's captivated many. But before you dive in, remember, due diligence is key. Engage reputable legal counsel, understand the nuances of property zones, and ensure your investment aligns with your residency goals. After all, paradise is best enjoyed without legal hiccups.
Country 5. Panama. Panama has become a hotspot for American investors, offering a blend of favorable tax policies and accessible residency options. One of the most attractive programs is the Friendly Nations Visa, which grants residency as citizens of over 50 countries, including the U.S., who invest at least $200,000 in Panamanian real estate. This investment can be financed locally and leads to permanent residency after 2 years, with the possibility of citizenship after 5 years. Beyond residency, Panama's tax system is particularly appealing. The country operates on a territorial tax system, meaning foreign-earned income isn't taxed. Additionally, properties declared as a primary residence are exempt from property taxes on the first $120,000 of their registered value. Properties valued between $120,001 and $700,000 are taxed at 0.5%, and those above $700,000 at 0.7%. Moreover, newly constructed properties can enjoy tax exemptions for up to 20 years depending on the property's value and use. However, while the prospects are promising, it's essential to approach investments with due diligence. Engaging local legal counsel and understanding the nuances of Panamanian property laws can safeguard against potential pitfalls. As we explore more countries where Americans are investing, it's crucial to weigh the benefits against the challenges to make informed decisions.
Country 6. Thailand. Thailand's real estate market offers enticing opportunities, but for foreign investors, it's a landscape filled with legal intricacies. Under the Land Code Act of 1954, foreigners are generally prohibited from directly owning land in Thailand. However, there are alternative avenues to consider. One common method is entering into a leasehold agreement, typically for 30 years with the possibility of 2 renewals, totaling up to 90 years. It's crucial to ensure that these leases are properly registered with the Land Department to secure legal protections. While this doesn't equate to ownership, it provides long-term usage rights. Another option is purchasing condominium units. Foreigners can own up to 49% of the total floor area of a condominium building, provided the funds for the purchase are transferred into Thailand in foreign currency. This route offers a more straightforward ownership experience, complete with a title deed in the buyer's name. For those considering setting up a Thai majority-owned company to acquire land, be cautious. Thai authorities have intensified scrutiny over such arrangements, especially if the company is deemed a nominee structure solely for property acquisition. Violations can lead to legal complications, including the forced sale of the property. In summary, while Thailand offers pathways for foreign investors to engage in its property market, it's imperative to navigate these options with due diligence and legal guidance. As we continue exploring international real estate opportunities, understanding each country's legal landscape becomes paramount.
Country 7. Vietnam. In Vietnam, all land is collectively owned by the people and governed by the state. Foreigners cannot own land, but can enter into leasehold agreements for periods up to 50 years, with the possibility of extension. These leasehold arrangements are common for foreign investors, particularly in commercial real estate. Understanding the legal framework and lease terms is crucial for Americans looking to invest in Vietnamese property. Under Vietnam's land law, foreigners are permitted to lease land for up to 50 years, with potential extensions depending on the project's nature and compliance with regulations. These leasehold agreements grant rights to use the land but not ownership. Foreign investors often utilize these arrangements for commercial ventures, such as industrial zones or tourism projects. It's essential to navigate these agreements carefully, ensuring all legal requirements are met to avoid complications. While the process is legal and commonly used, it requires careful navigation to ensure compliance with Vietnamese laws. For those considering property investment in Vietnam, it's advisable to consult with legal experts familiar with local regulations. Proper due diligence can help mitigate risks and ensure a smooth investment process. As we explore other countries where Americans are purchasing land, it's crucial to understand the legal frameworks and cultural contexts to make informed decisions.
Country 8. Philippines. In the Philippines, the 1987 Constitution explicitly prohibits foreigners from owning land. However, there are legal avenues for property investment. Foreigners can fully own condominium units provided that foreign ownership in the building does not exceed 40%, as stipulated in the Condominium Act, RA 4726. This allows for ownership of the unit itself, though not the land it occupies. It's crucial to verify the foreign ownership percentage in a condominium project before purchasing, as exceeding the cap can lead to legal complications. For those interested in land, the Investors Lease Act, RA 7652, permits foreigners to lease private land for up to 50 years, renewable once for an additional 25 years. These leases must be registered with the appropriate registry of deeds to be enforceable. Recent legislative developments, such as House Bill No. 10755, propose extending lease terms to 99 years to attract more foreign investment. However, these proposals are still under consideration and have not yet been enacted into law. While the Philippines offers opportunities for foreign property investment, it's essential to navigate these options with due diligence and legal guidance. As we continue exploring international real estate opportunities, understanding each country's legal landscape becomes paramount.
Country 9. Indonesia. In Indonesia, foreigners are prohibited from owning freehold land, hak milik. However, legal avenues like hak pakai, right to use, and hak guna bangunan, right to build, offer alternatives. Hak pakai allows foreign nationals to use land for residential purposes, typically granted for an initial period of 30 years, extendable for 20 years, and renewable for another 30 years, totaling up to 80 years. This right is applicable to state-owned land or land with existing rights, provided the foreigner holds a valid stay permit. For commercial ventures, establishing a foreign-owned company, PTPMA, enables foreigners to acquire hak guna bangunan, granting the right to build and own structures on land for up to 30 years, with extensions and renewals similar to hak pakai. It's crucial to note that nominee arrangements, where property is held in the name of an Indonesian citizen on behalf of a foreigner, are illegal and pose significant risks. Engaging with legal professionals and conducting thorough due diligence ensures compliance with Indonesian property laws and safeguards investments.
Country 10. China.
In China, the concept of land ownership diverges significantly from Western norms. All land is either state-owned or collectively owned by rural communities, making private land ownership unattainable for both citizens and foreigners. Instead, individuals and entities acquire land use rights through long-term leases, with durations typically set at 70 years for residential purposes, 50 years for industrial use, and 40 years for commercial activities. Foreign investors face additional layers of complexity. To engage in real estate investments, they must establish a foreign invested enterprise, FIE, within China. This entity can then acquire land use rights, but only after meeting stringent criteria, including government approvals and adherence to specific usage purposes. Moreover, the process is subject to regional variations, with some municipalities imposing further restrictions or requirements. It's also worth noting that upon lease expiration, renewal isn't guaranteed and may involve additional fees or changes in terms, introducing an element of uncertainty for long-term investments. While China's booming economy and urban development present lucrative opportunities, the intricate legal landscape necessitates thorough due diligence. Prospective investors should consult legal experts familiar with Chinese property laws to navigate these complexities effectively. As we continue to explore global real estate avenues, understanding each country's unique legal frameworks becomes paramount to making informed and secure investment decisions. As Americans increasingly look abroad for property investments, understanding the legal frameworks and restrictions in different countries is crucial. While many nations offer opportunities for foreign ownership, others impose limitations to protect national interests. It's essential for prospective buyers to conduct thorough research and consult legal experts to navigate these complexities effectively. By staying informed and prepared, Americans can make informed decisions in the global real estate market. If you found this information valuable, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analyses on global real estate trends and investment opportunities. Your engagement helps us bring you more insightful content.